So there was this one time where in my old school, I would remember I was walking down the hallway and I was scared shitless. I was visibly terrified to go into class because I knew the second I got into class, I would be absolutely berated by my entire class, even my teacher, for the way that I looked. I was a little skinny kid with long hair and absolutely no friends. Every single day, all I could think about was what insult was I gonna get that day. And so I entered class. I got into my seat, and already from behind, someone pulled the back of my hair because I had long hair. Someone pulled the back of it, and my chair fell over. And I was late to class already, so everyone was staring at me. And that was when the teacher, instead of shouting at the student or helping me, he laughed at me. And that was every single day of my life for 3 years. Could you imagine how that feels like? Having not only that, but every single minute for 8 hours for 3 years, you are just berated by everyone. And now I realize that was the exact moment I got my first FTE. Now, that sounds stupid saying it, but what FTE stands for is it means fuck this event. And what that means is that it's like a canon event. It's that moment in your life where everything changes. And the more you get, the better you will become. It might be after 3 months of not being locked in, you finally realize what you've been doing after maybe like fapping twice in a row, and then automatically you just realize you have to change your life. Maybe you can mean that someone said something to you which like pissed you off, a family member, a friend. It could be absolutely anything. But the importance of an FTE is unimaginable. People always ask me, how do I lock in? And there isn't an answer to that because you can't lock in. You will stick on the path you're on until you are so pissed off with it that you take it into your own hands to change that. That is when you become so dissatisfied that you finally put in the work. You can't lock in if you have no motive, if you have no drive. You need that one thing to tell you that it is the time to lock in. It is the time where you've done something so bad or you've experienced something so horrible that it needs to change. And that is the only way you're going to be able to lock in. And you might be saying, well, how do I do this? You might not even realize it, but you have to be looking for this. FTEs happen every single day. But the thing is, it's only once you notice them that they matter. Just thinking about it makes me cringe. But there was this time in 2022 when on New Year's, I decided I wasn't going to fap for the whole of the next year. And so now that I told myself that, I was hyped. I was like, yeah, this is so cool. I'm not going to fap once. I'm going to change so much of my life. And you know what I said to myself right after that? I said, well, you know, it's still 2021. I might as well make the most of it. And so at like 11 p.m., I decided I was going to make the most of the last time I would ever fap. And so it's 11 p.m. when I open Safari and I do the thing, you know. And it only took me like 10 minutes when I decided, you know what? I still got like 50 minutes left of the year. What if I keep doing it over and over? Make the most of my time so that I'll never have to worry about it again. You know, max my stats. And so I keep doing it over and over when I finally start getting tired of it. And then finally, for the last time when I relapse, I look at the clock. And as the screen went black as I closed Safari, I turn it back on to see that it was 12:06. I was so focused on fapping and all that I started my New Year's already fapping. And when I looked at the clock and I saw 12:06, my heart sank. My drive for making this a new year, the year that changes my life, everything was ruined. And that was because of me. That was because of what I did. And that's when literally, like, something snapped. Something inside of me changed where I told myself I was never gonna let something like this happen again. That was an FTE. And it was, I think, the best example I have ever had of an FTE in my life. I have never had something so extreme. It's been so long and I still remember it so vividly because I hate what I did. And so you might tell yourself from this, well, how the hell am I supposed to get my own FTE? You know, you can't control that. And you're right, except you're not. You can. And there's two ways you can do this. The first way is by looking for them. During your day, you're constantly looking for an FTE. You're prepared for it. Instead of just wandering, you know, minding your own business, you are constantly looking for that. And that's going to give you opportunities to get it. The best way to get an FTE is by staying aware. Be aware of your surroundings, be aware of your situation, be aware of your actions. And if you do that, you will get your FTE and you will finally lock in. So there's no need to watch another self-improvement video. Get out right now and do something which is going to trigger that emotion. And FTEs don't have to be a bad thing. It just has to be a thing which changes your life, which forces you to be dissatisfied with where you are right now. Because the best way to grow is by being dissatisfied, wanting more. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you take this to heart, and I'll see you at the top. Have a great day.